Vienna 2023 is going to be on its way, and I'm very happy to be part of it. I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you here in the audience, especially the teams, but also sponsors, hosts, and everybody who made this possible, but also a very warm welcome to you out there, watching from the TV screens, or maybe watching with your fingers crossed, hoping to find out who's going to head against whom in this drawing of lots for the Euro champs. From the 2nd to the 6th of August, the capital of European beach volleyball is once again going to be Vienna. And after the very, strange pandemic years that had some special circumstances for everybody, I've got good news. We're going to head back to the island. It's going to be Donauinsel again for all of the athletes. It's going to hum with excitement, sporting excellence, and foremost, passion. Passion that has kept this event alive and started it some years ago when Hannes Jagerhofer had, 2 or 3 less gray hairs than he does now, but still the same enthusiasm that he brings, steadily improving, steadily pushing boundaries, which is why I'm very excited to be part of this again. It's going to be the 4th European Championships, going to be hosted in Austria, 2013, 15, 21, and now 23. Yeah. Are you ready to go back to the island? I'm sure ready. Take a look. Yeah, there are going to be some intense days in Vienna with sandy feet, sweaty palms, and hopefully a lot of cheering, partying, and celebrating going on the center court, on the side courts, and of course all around. Tonight, we will find out which teams are going to go head-to-head in this drawing of lots for the A1 CEV Beach Volleyball European Championships. Yeah. And of course, there's a federation behind it. And this is why I'm very pleased to welcome Thorsten Endless, the managing director of the CEV, to me to the stage.
Good evening, everybody.
I think framing the trophy seems rather apt. The Volleyball Federation has quite the summer planned, not only on the sand, but also indoor. 2 European championships in 1 month. Beach volleyball is really going to kick it off. What are you expecting?
Yes, thanks a lot. We're happy to be back in Vienna, as it is said several times already, the capital of European beach volleyball. And first of all, I would like to thank the Austrian Volleyball Federation, Gernot Leitner and his team, and Hannes Jagerhofer with X and his entire team for stepping up again and hosting another European Championship here in Vienna. It will, as you already said, it will be the opening of a very busy summer, with the EuroBeachVolley beginning of August, and then we start on the 15th of August with the indoor European Championships in 7 hosting countries. But this year, the EuroBeachVolley, why we are here today, will be a very special one for various reasons. As it was already said, we will be on the Danube Island, which is the first time. Vienna hosted already several times the EuroBeachVolley, but for the first time we will be on the Danube Island, and of course we're all looking forward to these amazing experiences and the great setup we can expect there. But also it is an event in the frame of the 50th anniversary of European volleyball. So we have been founded in '73, and it will be, of course, one event among others in our Golden Jubilee. And this is also very special for beach volleyball. It is the 30th year after the inauguration of European Beach Volleyball Championships. We started in '93 with the men's edition, and then followed in '94 with the women's. So there are various reasons to celebrate the European Beach Volleyball Championship this year in Vienna.
Yeah, and the sporting excellence hasn't even started, and you really factored into that. So the party is going on. What are some of the messages or images the CEV really wants to convey starting out of Vienna?
I think as it is said every time when we are here in Vienna, Vienna really is a great host city. It's amazing, offers amazing venue, but also has the right partners. And the city of Vienna is one of them. Of course, the national authorities here in Austria supporting this event. Without this support, loyal and constant support of the city and the national authorities, it would not be possible being here. And I think we see so many athletes here today, which is great. And they are the role models. They are the top of the pyramid. And what is important with this European Championship, we would like to inspire younger generations to start playing beach volleyball, to create a stronger base, that in the future we have more beach volleyball players, and we are doing our utmost in order to achieve this. And definitely we expect with great pictures and high-level sport to achieve also this with the European Championships here in Vienna, beginning of August. And I think important also to mention that Europe has the strongest teams in beach volleyball. If you look at the European and the world ranking, we have 10 out of 15 in the top world from Europe. So that will be very tough competition for the men's team. And the women's side, we have 5 out of the top 15 in the world. So we really can expect top-level beach volleyball. But also knowing Hannes and his team will really experience a spectacle and great experiences for hopefully thousands and thousands of fans who will join us on the Danube Island.
Yeah, I'll be definitely there. And also, not to put the pressure on the athletes sitting here, it's like you see they're in the line of a great standing tradition in Austria of beach volleyball, excellence. Also, Austria has a tradition with the CEV to host the European Championships. What role does Austria play?
I mean, Austria is one of 56 members. Gernot Leider, its president, is a board member and a very active member. I mean, you mentioned beach volleyball, of course. That's why, again, we are here today, and medals on the world and European level. So that shows there's good work done in the Austrian Federation together with the clubs. And these are the examples that the system in Austria and the Federation together with the clubs and the regional federation is working well. But on the other hand, it's also important to have a strong network, to have a national tour, to have the right partners, the city, to have the promoters who are able to deliver this at the end. And Gernot might say it later on, not only beach volleyball, but Austria is also active in indoor. They will host the European Silver League Final Four this upcoming weekend. The men team also qualified for the semi-final. So it seems to be really a run for Austrian volleyball, and Austria is a strong partner for us, and we are happy that they are active and that we can be here with our top event, with the best European beach volleyball event of this summer in Europe.
Yeah, thank you for trusting Austria and the whole team again. Thank you, Tasnelis. Yeah, he's got a busy summer. So he deserves to take a seat, and that's equally true for the man I'm going to ask to come up stage here. We've already talked about him, and while the teams are training and putting some sweat equity into the performances at the EuroBeachVolley, I think Hannes Jagerhofer has been sweating and breathing and living beach volleyball for the last years, and of course these EuroBeach Championships as well, I believe.
Yeah, first of all, welcome here in Vienna, and thank you to everybody who really managed for us that we can stage this event. Thank you to the city of Vienna, represented by Peter Hacker here, and even the Minister of Sports. It's exciting for us to be in Vienna. You know, this is really something special. It's we just talked about it. It's you have friends that want to help it. They want to help you make it happen. You know, and this is not that easy to organize an event like we do here. And but at the end of the day, I think we have so much fun and we had so much success, and it's even now going back to the island, you know, having been in the middle of the city, it was something special. At the beginning, we somehow were thinking about, okay, can we work it out and how will the crowd react? But it was cool. It was in the center of one of the biggest cities in the world, and with the highest factor to live there. But now we are back at the island. This is a special challenge for us, and we're excited. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, you said it already. Like going back to the island seems like, well, you just take the plans you had before and you kind of relive them. Is that how it works?
No, I think it's every year actually is new. The island is really something special because we're talking about thousands of people showing up, and so we will see. I think the timing is the right one, and it's fun. It's even much more work even for the organization, but it's something special.
And I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it. I just read like 49,000 square meters of event area. Then you have 1,000 tons of sand, 1 center court, 4 side courts, 2 warm-up courts, and a whole load of side events. How do you keep track of that?
Yeah, it's big. So we're talking about 7 hectares. We are just working on it. But I think the most important thing is that you have your partners. And this is like, for example, we are now close to 27 years now organizing this event. And when I started this event in 1996 in Klagenfurt, I thought, yeah, maybe 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe 8 years or more, and now we are already organizing 27 years. And like having sponsors like A1, they are now 25 years with us, you know. And I think out of 15 sponsors, we have, out of 18, we have 15, they're more than 18 years with us, you know. This makes you proud, you know, and this gives you the power that you say every year, okay, we want to make it a little bit better, we want a little bit kind of more people here, and okay, now we have a wise world champion team. So this year we need not a vice, we need a real European champion team, and I think the guys and the girls, they will make it happen. So just let's stick with it.
Well, before we pile on the pressure even more on the Austrian teams, before we even started drawing the lots, I think, Hannes, you're going to stay with me. And we need to make sure that everything is going smoothly in this whole drawing process. And of course, that's up to us, I mean, drawing here. But also we have somebody who's going to be looking over our shoulders, and I want to invite to us on the stage Jupp van Jezel. He's the supervisor, the CEV delegate who's going to guide us through all these procedures. Jupp, you've already taken your place.
Yes.
Are we all ready to start? Do you think somebody needs an explanation?
I want to introduce myself first. I'm secretary of the European Beach Volleyball Commission, and in August I'm also the event supervisor, so that's why I'm here, and I will be back. And I was here also last year at the Nations Cup finals, and it was great. And I also got a card back to the island, like you said. It was great, and I was there before, so I like it. But before we go to the drawing of lots, I think we need a little explanation in the video.
Good idea.
The EuroBeachVolley 2023 will see 32 teams line up for both men and women in the city of Vienna, Austria, from August the 2nd to the 6th. The top 8 teams will be positioned as pool leaders, according to their points in the CEV entry ranking as per June the 20th. If 2 or more of the top 8 teams have the same amount of entry ranking points, a draw will define the pool that these teams will be positioned in. If the hosting federation is not represented within the first 8 teams, the top hosting national federation team will be seeded in 8th position. If the team is represented, then it will retain its position. Following the seeding of the first 8 teams, 5 draws will be conducted to seed the remaining teams in their respective pools. Draw number 1 will be amongst teams ranked 9 to 12 and will seed these teams in position number 2 of pools H to E, starting from pool H and moving to pools G, F and E. Draw number 2 will be amongst teams ranked 13 to 16 and will seed these teams in position number 2 of pools D to A, starting from pool D and moving to pools C, B and A. Draw number 3 will be amongst teams ranked 17 to 20 and will seed these teams in position number 3 of pools A to D, starting from pool A and moving to pools B, C and D. number 4 will be amongst teams ranked 21 to 24 and will seed these teams in position number 3 of pools E to H, starting from pool E and moving to pools F, G and H. Draw number 5 will be amongst teams ranked 25 to 32 and will seed these teams in position number 4 of all pools and in reverse order, starting from pool H and moving to pools G, F, E, D, C, B and A. If 2 or more teams have the same amount of entry ranking points and need to be placed in different drawing groups, this draw precedes all others.
Yeah, everybody on here already, everybody has the overview. If not, don't worry, we'll take you through it step by step. The first thing you need to know is we're going to start with the women's draw. We're going to start with the 32 teams. They're going to be allocated in 8 pools via 4 teams. But yep, I think we have one of those pre-draws ready to go.
Yes, at the women teams we have 3 teams, and 2 teams will go to the third draw, and 1 team will go to the 4th draw. These are the 3 teams from France, Norway, and Germany, and I think Hannes will do the draw.
Hannes is going to go to the rescue. So you have the 3 red balls here, Hannes, and we're going to decide which of the teams, France, Norway, and Germany, are going to be going into which drawing. But if you can just show it to me, it makes it a little easier to read for me. Oh, that way's hard. Konstanzinger, Germany, is going to be into draw 3.
Not the last check.
Exactly. If there's Norway in there, we're good.
If not,
well, then it's Jup's.
start again.
It's Jup's fault. That's just going to be pushing it. Helen Hansen, the Olymstad, is going to go into draw 4. Thank you. So we're kind of assembling back the balls and putting them into the right bowls to be drawn. And Hannes, you can take a minute and get a rest. Thank you. We're going to see you later. I think he deserves an applause for that. I can't be heckling the organizer here. It's not the job. The top 8 teams, we've heard, are going to be seeded, which means actually the top 7 teams are going to be seeded along the ranking list. And the 8th team, so in Pool H, is going to be the host nation. The top team of the host nation is going to be seeded. So we've got the pools A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Already have 1 team in there. You can see it in the graphics as well. Yeah, and these pools are now going to be filled up, and I'd like to welcome Sportleiter Peter Hacker to do some of this job. Can I invite you to the microphone?
Hi.
So you've seen now what Hannes has been doing?
Yeah, I saw it was some problems to open it, so we will
so
find
the
out
challenge is on.
Who checks that?
If you think back on the beach volleyball events that you've experienced as Sportleiter as well, and in Vienna, what are the memories that come up for you?
Well, I mean, actually, this is, I'm sure it's our top #1 place where we can do really big events. I mean, right now we are preparing for the Danube Island Festival on the next weekend. We expect 2.5 million people being there in 3 days. And this is our top #1 place. It's more or less in the middle of the city, but it's not middle of the city. It's a really, really big area. And remembering all the events we did together in the last years, it's a really amazing atmosphere there. It's really amazing for all the people, and this is the reason why we have this big area. So it's not just an event for TV, it's also an event for the people in our town, or for the people who are coming to visit our town, just to be there. And I'm sure it will be great again.
Mm-hmm. And it's also beach volleyball, so there's kind of something in there for everybody, so people who just love the beach can also find a spot?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's summertime. I mean, it's August. I mean, there's no doubt it will be warm. It will be possible to jump into the Danube area, especially in the one side where there's no flowing area. So that you can jump in there. You can have a drink there. You can watch the stadium, and it's really fantastic atmosphere. So I'm really looking forward to have this again in our town.
So we're going to see you there as well?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking forward to that, and I'm keeping you to that. But now I can ask you to do the first draw and put down the microphone, and we have in draw number 1, exactly, draw number 1. Perfect, he already does the stirring, so you're prepared, I see. It is quite challenging, so everybody's like kind of shaming the person in front of them, but you think it's easy, but it's not. We have Bibna Vaché-Depré from Switzerland, who's going to go into Pool H, and who's going to meet with the Austrians. We're going back to front, just as a reminder, so you can try your alphabet backwards now. We're going to go to Pool G, if I'm correct. And we have Kruszyńska-Wachowicz from Poland, who's going to go into Group G, meeting Graudina Samoilova from Latvia. 2 left. We're going to go Alvarez Moreno from Spain is going to go into Pool F, meeting Kotnik Lovsin from Slovenia. So Spain and Slovenia are going to be facing off in Pool F at some point. And the last one to check should be Biancin Scampoli. If it is, that should be correct. Perfect. Italy is going to go into Pool E, and that completes the group draw 1. You're in agreement, Jupp?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can just push along.
Well, continue.
he's on a roll. We're not going to stop you, so just go ahead.
That one is okay.
Yeah, but you have to stop after 2. We're just going to limit you to 2, okay? If you come back the next time, then you get another pop, maybe.
I show Hannes then how it
Yeah, okay, of course, perfect. Everybody's showing everybody how it's done. Paulikine Rapelite from Lithuania are going to go into Pool D, meeting Müller Tillmann from Germany. Pool C is up next in this group draw 2. And, well, now it's kind of really going on. Hermanova Stochlova, Czech Republic, are going to be in Pool C, meeting Gottardi Menegatti from Italy. So 2 more teams left. Finland or Germany, which one is it going to be? That's making it interesting. Lahti Ahtiainen from Finland are going to go into Pool B, meeting Stam Skåne from the Netherlands. And the last one. So at the moment of excitement, is everything correct? Ittlinger Borger from Germany are going to be the team completing the first round, Pool A. Interesting. Hübeli Brunner, Ittlinger Borger in one group. And now you have the overview. Thank you. Peter Hacker, thank you for an awesome job pulling out these balls. So now we have the overview. We already have 2 spaces filled in all of the pools, but now we go with the next 2 spaces. And I need, of course, another person to help me do this job, or basically do the job. I'm just standing here and talking and guiding them through, but I think that's fine. And the next guest on stage is Barbara Bleier-Serenci, representing the event sponsor Volksbank. Hi. Perfect. Everybody's grabbing the microphone. That's awesome. And Volksbank already knows how to do their job because they've been a supporter since 2009. What made it so interesting to invest?
Yeah, it's really a long time, and our partnership works really well, so that's why we are going on. I think in summer, that's really a unique chance for your brand to have a unique awareness, connect people emotionally with your brand, and have a positive image transfer, as usually we are more in winter sports located. So for us, that's the one and only event in summer that's really special.
That's really interesting because you pick beach volleyball in summer, and in winter, for those of you who don't know, they do a lot of ski jumping especially. So a lot of like the flying men and women in the sky, and it kind of translates to beach volleyball, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we are the main sponsor of the Austrian national ski jumping team, the women and men. And I think it fits together because we bring our testimonials to the event every year, and we do a special act in the center court. So one time we had the challenge, who jumps higher? So the beach volleyballers or the ski jumpers. So we always think about something special, and I think it's nice to connect the testimonials and the two sports.
Mm-hmm. So you have two sports that are very different. Personal question: if you had to pick one, which one would you try?
Because I'm not that tall, I would try ski jumping.
But we want to keep you on the ground because we need you safe and sound. Thank you. Please put down the microphone and proceed to the group draw. We are drawing group 3. So that means we're going from front to back. We're starting in Pool A, and into Pool A, joining Switzerland and Germany. Who's going to be in there? Remember, this is the group where we put someone in the pre-draw. So now we have Kunst Katzinger from Germany going into Pool A. Next one. She does this very professionally, by the way. Men, just keep on watching. And the next one, the next team is going to be Lippmann-Ludwig, Germany, in Pool B. Yeah, the Nordic teams are getting some competition from Germany here, and we're going to head on to Pool C. Italy and Czech Republic are waiting, and that looks like France. Placette Richard from France are going to go into Pool C. And we've got one more left in this drawing group, in the third drawing group. And if I'm correct, that should be Liliana Paula, Spain. Awesome. We're going to go with Spain, which is going to complete Pool D in this drawing group 3. And since we're on a roll, I think we're just going to keep on going. We're going to go to draw 4, if that's fine with you, Joep.
Perfect. No
Perfect.
problem.
If there's no complaints, we know that everything is going ready. And I believe the teams are going to be sitting somewhere hoping to find out who's going to go into their pool. So let's relieve at least the ones going into Pool E. Verger-Debré and Meda are going to be joined by Van Driel and Piersma from the Netherlands. Bianchi and Scampoli and are going to go in as well. So Pool E already has 3 of the teams. That looks like Norway to me, if I get a glimpse. So that's Helland Hansen Olimstad in Pool F, joining Spain and Slovenia. Pool G is up. Latvia and Poland already in there are going to be joined by the Czech Republic. Slukova, Havelkova are going to be going into Pool G. And now Dorina and Ronja can already kind of calculate who's going to join them in Pool H, and also Switzerland, who's going to come in. That should be, if I'm correct, Carol Lobato from Spain. So the draw, I believe, is correct. Joep, tell me if it's correct.
Okay.
Okay, everything is
continue.
good. Thank you. Thank you for the visit, and thank you for helping us with the draw. Thank you. I'm glad we're still sticking to beach volleyball at this moment in time. I'm going to be interested to see you maybe on some ski jumping slopes as well. But now we're going to stick with beach volleyball. And who better to do the last of the draw? We have 8 teams left, 24 already, so 8 seeded and 16 already drawn. We have 8 teams left to fill up the women's draw. And I welcome the president of the Austrian Volleyball Federation, Gernot Leitner. Please come up to the front. Hi.
I'm impressed
Bye.
by your pronunciation of the team names, because I was really wondering how you matched that so perfectly.
I practiced. It's okay. It takes some work, but I think it kind of shows respect. I try, and I'm far from
It's my
perfect.
wake-up call, I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, Leitner is pretty easy for me, so that goes. In your work, you travel all over the world in sporting events, in sporting venues. So if you come back to Austria and you see Vienna, you see this A1 CEV EuroBeachVolley Eurochamps, how does it compare?
Yeah, professionally, we do all other sports but volleyball. And yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I've been following beach volleyball since 30 years, as I've been playing a bit. And cities merge with their events that they're creating, and beach volleyball transports all these attributes of Vienna: lifestyle, easiness, environment, the beautiful island, the water. So It's Vienna has been doing this for many years, and now many cities are trying to copy that. They not only organize an event, but they try to merge this event with the characteristics of a city, and Vienna is doing this perfect.
So you've been an active beach volleyball player as well, some years ago, and you know how it feels to head into a big competition. How nerve-wracking do you think that is for all the teams?
Oh, as a player, you're in the tunnel. I mean, you do these things like public appearances, but basically they're all in their schedule, Monday to Friday, and then tournaments on the weekend. And I'm really impressed. I mean, I'm looking into the boys and girls here. I mean, some guys are a bit almost my age already, but those are the good guys. And no, as a player, you're totally focused on keeping your body in shape and being ready for the very moment. Home tournaments are always special. So it's not easier to play home, and but on the other hand, it's going to be very exciting, and I'm definitely nervous. I mean, it's my sport, I love it, and I know what's going on. I can read the game, so it's like you're like all the time, and it's going to be an amazing event.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going to ask you to do the draw, and of course to all the players, you're keeping your bodies in shape. How the president does it, we're not going to comment on that. So we've got 8 teams now. Yeah, you can start. Ready to go. We're going to start from the back again, so we're going to start with Pool H. Pool H is going to be filled with Bentele Lutz from Switzerland. Pool H is now complete. 2 Swiss teams heading to Austria to face the Austrians. Davidova Bayeva from Ukraine are going to be going into Pool G. Czech Republic, Poland, and Latvia already waiting there. Pool F is up. Sini Saloparkinen from Finland are going to go into Pool F, while Gernot Leitner is trying to break a record, opening these drawing pools. Piersma van Driel, Netherlands, are going to go into Pool E. So we're going to have an interesting competition going on there. And we're going to finish up with Pool D. Schützenhöfer Friedel, the Austrian team, are going to go into Pool D. And I think we have to slow down a little because I'm not even able to read all the names like at the moment. So we've got Germany, Lithuania, Spain in Pool D with the Austrian team now. And now we're going to switch over to Pool C. I know you're ready. Give me a second. Now you can go. Guidarelli Gonzalez from Spain are going to join in Pool C with Italy, Czech Republic, and France. We're headed to Pool B. Stamskon, Artjan and Lahti, yeah, and Ludwig Lippmann. Thank you for opening this very slowly. Austrians again. Holzer Freiberger in Pool B. Interesting. And now we have one more team left, and Jupp is already checking if he has the correct names to compare them to. And we have the last one, Machno from Ukraine in Pool A. So that is the women's draw complete. And while everybody, I believe, in the international was going to now be taking notes and screenshotting and making sure they know their game plan already, you can now head back to your seat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yup, how is it looking to you?
It's looking good. Good matches. Good schedule, so I think we can confirm the drawing of lots for the women.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, that is the drawing of lots for the women complete, which means I can ask some of the teams to come out to me. Dorina and Ronja Klinger and Eva Freiberger, please come up. We've got one microphone over here. You two are going to share, and you get your own. That makes it easier. Exactly. So, drawing of lots. First part is done. How hard was it to watch?
I got more excited than I expected, to be honest. But it's super cool being here, and of course excited about the event itself. It's always amazing playing at home, so all perfect.
Mm-hmm. Dorina, well, you had the easier choice, or was it easier to know that you guys are seated?
Not really easier. I think you always get a little bit nervous of the uncertain, but it's also fun, and yeah, we're excited for the tournament.
So what do you think of your group?
I really, really like my group. We're going to give it our best, and we're just excited for this amazing event.
Well, the event is going to be awesome. How's your season been so far?
Yeah, it's been up and down. We had not a lot of competitions already going on, but the season is just kicking off. So it's still some weeks left where we can prepare for the upcoming highlights, let's say it this way. So we'll keep our best to prepare in the best way and be in shape for the highlight.
What is the way to go now for the preparation, the last weeks and days you have before the home competition really starts?
Yeah, for us, I think it's just important to be laser focused on us and our performance. Of course, we have our daily training and preparation. We play quite a couple of international tournaments still. So I think we'll have quite some time to prepare and then be ready for the event of the year.
Does one have to get the groove again for the island life compared to kind of what happened over the last years? Are you ready for all the spectators that are going to come in?
So we've been playing only in the last 2 years in Heumarkt, and it was amazing. We've played the qualification the years before on the Danube Island, but we actually never played in the stadium. So this is a huge event for us. We're more than excited. We have been watching Alex and Clemens 2017. It still gives us goosebumps to be standing in the stadium and just watching from outside, and also be role models for younger players, younger kids to like go out, play, practice, do sports, and just be an inspiration.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the perfect stopping point for this interview. Thank you guys and all the best. Thank you. Yeah, they are ready to go, and while now the women know what's headed for them, the men are still clueless. I mean, very eager, I believe, and also kind of almost on their toes, as are we. So I believe we should look into that. The women already know what challenges lies ahead. And again, with the men, there's 32 teams that are going to be put into 8 pools for 4 teams. And our trusty supervisor, yep, you still have an eye, an attentive one on us, so we do everything correct?
Yes, we have 4 teams in the pool leading group, leaders. So France and Sweden are equal, and Italy and Germany are equal, so you have to make a draw for the pool leader group.
So we'll draw between position 3 and 4, Achman Helwig and Krugo Thierat for the leader position in pool C or D, and as well as Ranieri Carambola and Elas Wickler for the position in group E and F. And for the pool leaders draw, I welcome Marco Hafmann on stage. Hi. Hi. You're representing the title sponsor. Eins is already over there. And why is Eins deciding year again and again to sponsor the event? What keeps you going?
Yes, it's been a while since we've been sponsoring this, actually more than the quarter of a century. It's our 26th year, so that's a really long time. And the reason why we're still so excited about it is that it's a perfect combination of a fantastic sportive event, very athletic, very professional, top athletes from across Europe in that case. And at the same time, it's just a great emotional social event. Fantastic atmosphere, and that's, as we think, the perfect mix.
Mm-hmm. And everyone, I think, always thinks of sponsors, well, they put money in, and then at the event, they just lie back and watch what's happening. That's not exactly true with you, or is it?
Not exactly. You're exactly right. So, of course, the branding part, seeing our logo everywhere, that is really important. And it's really fulfilling when you travel the world and you see beach volleyball tank tops with our N1 logo on the Copacabana or Copacabana. It's probably more exciting than the Copacabana, yes. But across the world, so that worked somehow. But most people probably don't know that we're also ensuring the technical connections in the background, from laying additional fiber optics cables, kilometers actually, which all fit on the Danube Island. 5G connection is being enhanced so that all the viewers can actually upload their videos instantly. We prepare the video signals for broadcast for the commentators. So a lot of things happening in the background, connecting literally all the dots.
Mm-hmm. And how much work is that really that goes into it via the event days?
Well, we prepare both on the marketing side, and we've been doing that actually for months now. For us, it's really the highlight also in the summer. And for the technical guys, it's also the planning part is months, and then, of course, it's weeks of preparation and laying the cables.
So expectations for you for this year. I heard something of video upload should be super speedy, but Are you also caring for the sports?
Of course, of course. We're, like I mentioned, it's just a perfect combination. You get both. The vibes are fantastic. We heard that before, and we're so happy to have it back on the island where it belongs. So we're really looking forward to a great professional athletic event, and then at the same time, a great big party.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. And now I can ask you to come over because we're going to do the men's draw, and we're going to switch places. And we're going to start at the left side. With the pool leaders draw, you can go ahead. I'm going to figure out who's going to lead the pools in position C or D. And these are the 4 teams that we have here. And we have Ahmad Helvig from Sweden are going to go into pool C, if I'm correct. Thank you for like always kind of keeping my back. Makes it easier for me. Second one, just to confirm, we should figure out that that's the correct one going into pool D. That should be the French guys. Exactly. Krugotierat are going to go into leading position in pool D. So now we're going to figure out who's going to lead the pools in pool E and F. That's the other red one over here. Exactly. This is very conscientious of you to mix these 2 balls very significantly. But I mean, it's a draw. That's what happens. You never know. Exactly. Exactly. Taking this seriously.
And I was told also to make it very open and not below the table.
Yeah, I think you're doing a good job at the moment. Carambola Rangieri are going to go into pool E, are going to lead that one off, and that should leave in the last one Elas Vikla for the lead position in pool F. If everything goes right. That's correct. Elas Vikla are going to be leading in pool F. So that's the pool leaders draw. Just for you to remember, we've seeded all the teams. 1 to 7 are going to be seeded along the ranking list, and the host nation is going to be in spot 8, so in group H. And now we just figured out which teams are going to go where. Thank you. I think you can go over. Marco, you're going to stay exactly where you are, because we have some more groups to go. Exactly. We've still got 5 draws left. 4 with 4 teams and 1 with 8 teams. Are you ready to go again?
I'm ready.
Perfect. So we're going to go for the drawing in group 1. Please go ahead. That's the left one over there. We can already see the seeded teams are in, and these are the teams that are going to go into the first draw. So who's in here? Herrera Gavira are going to go in, and we're starting from the back, so they are going to meet Hurl Horst. 2 very young men from Austria, as we've learned today. And we're going to go ahead and move over to Group G. Brüloziak are going to be in the same pool as Van der Velde Immers from the Netherlands. And the next ones, I mean, nation-wise, is pretty easy. The question is, which team is going to go where? Burmans de Groot are going to go into Pool F, meeting Niels Ehlers and Clemens Wickler. And we have one more, that should be Brauer-Musen, who are going to go into Pool E, meeting Rangieri Carambola. And it is Brauer-Musen going to go into Pool E. So that's draw 1 complete. You had an eye on it. Everything looked good?
Everything's correct. Everything is according to the rules.
Perfect. So we have the first draw of the men's tournament complete, and we're going to go to draw 2. So that's the second to the left. And these are the teams. Ukraine, Norway, Italy, and France are going to go in Pool D. Are we going to have a French match? No, we're going to have Ukraine with Popov and Reznik going to go into Krugotierat's pool. And we have Pool C, which brings Kanirota from France to the Swedish guys, Arman Helvig. Pool C already has 2 teams now, and that's going to be interesting. Pool B, which one? Norway or Italy? That looks like Italy. Nikolai Kotafava are going to go into Pool B, meeting the Czech guys, Peruzic, Schweiner. And the last one should be Norway. Just to confirm, the last draw is complete. Berntsen, Mol from Norway are going to go into Pool A. Well, that's going to be interesting. Thank you, Marco.
You're welcome.
Thank you for a very good job. So, well, Pool A. I wouldn't want to be in that family, but, well, I mean, if you produce world-class volleyballs, that's what you get. And we have the overview of the teams after these first 2 draws, and we're going to head on to draw 3. And, of course, I need support from somebody who, unfortunately, needs support herself at this moment, mainly Lena Plesjuchnik, the Austrian athlete who we're used to seeing on the court, at the moment not being able to compete, which makes us very happy to have her in the draw. Not so happy that she has to do this on crutches. Hi, Lena. So, how are we going to do this? Okay, this is good. I'm just going to get the microphone for you. Awesome. How are you doing?
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, the last weeks were really challenging, but the worst part is already done, and yeah, now the rehabilitation will start, and I will see a lot of progress the next days, and yeah, I'm excited about it.
You ruptured the Achilles tendon, which is not only painful but really horrible in this sport. So what has happened over the last weeks?
Yeah, the last 6 weeks were like I just have to wait to heal the tendon, and I had to practice my patience, and it was really hard for me. But I really tried to stay fit, and I did a lot of exercises with my athletic coach, and yeah, so now I move on.
Yeah, we have a lot of sympathetic, patience. That's not what we're known for with athletes. I think that's one of the hardest parts, so good on you for keeping it really going, and thank you for being here. Is it hard, or is it kind of lovely to be part of this drawing of lots?
For sure, it's also nice to be here and not just lay at home. But yeah, it will be really, really tough for me to watch it from outside and not to be in the court the first time. And yeah, but I'm happy to be here.
Okay, let's get on with this draw and not leave you standing here for longer than you need to. Thank you. I'm just going to move this over here. So we have draw number 3, if I'm correct. So we have exactly that one, and you can start. If you need some support, just let me know. We have 4 teams that we're going to allocate from the front. Metralhausner, Switzerland, are going to go into Pool A, cracking up the Norwegian teams over there. And we have the second pool, Pool B. That looks like Italy to me. That is Lupo Rossi from Italy, gonna go into Pool B. Interesting. Second pool with the same nation is gonna head off. Czech Republic mixing it up over here. Now we have Pool C in this draw 3. And we have Estonia, Nolvak Tisar, are gonna go into Sweden's and France's Pool C. Last one, just to confirm, this should be the French guys. If it is correct, then we have the first draw of the 2 AA from France are gonna go into Pool D. Parfait, as we would say. Well, thank you. And well, she's headed off to the next one. If that's fine with you,
Perfect.
It's fine with me. Go ahead. Just keep on going. Patience is not your strong suit, not even in the draw. That's okay. We're going to take that. Draw 4. Sepka Semara, Czech Republic, are going to go into Pool E. And we've got Pool F headed up. So we're going to see who's going to go into Pool F to meet Germany and the Netherlands. Stankevicius Knasas from Lithuania are going to go into Pool F. And there's a lot of head nodding and head tilting in the front row. I don't think you can see this, but it's very interesting to see the reactions going on here. So you've got it in your hands. Pool G. Kantor Szydbek from Poland are going to go into Pool G, and that gets a thumbs up. So for everybody watching, that's interesting. I'm going to go into that. So last one should be Bello Bello, England. We have Pool H. So Hurlhorst are going to meet the English guys as well as the Spanish guys. So first one done. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. All the best to you, and I think that gets a round of applause. Thank you so much. So if my notes are correct, it says here that 16 teams have been drawn, 8 have been seeded. Is that correct?
Correct.
So that leaves us with 8 teams that we still need to place. And some of them are sitting right here waiting anxiously. So I believe, Hannes, you're the man for the job. Come on out, help us out. Take your place here at the drawing table.
I learned a lot, believe
You
me.
learned a lot. Okay, so he got room to improve.
I studied everybody.
Okay, so what did you learn? Okay, I'll watch. Okay. So he's mixing with both hands. Very interesting technique. Yeah, I see the goosebumps already, like exciting, yeah. Okay, so screwing vigorously with the left hand. He unravels and unwraps and shivers. Pascal Kleitner is going to go into Pool H. So Austria is going to be facing off in Pool H. And Hannes seems to have mixed feelings about it. Now he's mixing again. He's juggling this time, so he's not only stirring.
I'm only excited about the Swedish guys and the Norwegian guys. So
He's only excited about Swedish and Norwegian guys. Well, that's interesting. Seidel Pristouts. That's neither Swedish nor Norwegian. That's Austrian again. So we're going to go into Pool G. Pool G is going to be Austria. So that is the next one. Pool F. Well, and you're on a roll, are you? Hammerberg Berger are going to go into Pool F, meeting Germany, Netherlands, Lithuania, and Austria. They are going to face off. So you just keep going now. Yeah, you sped it up. Bassereau-Linel from France are going to be in Pool E, meeting Italy, Netherlands, and the Czech Republic. And Hannes only has like 4 draws left. And we still got Austrian teams to place. So, yeah, I called it. Emma Koravala is going to go into Pool D, meeting France and Ukraine. So I got 3 teams to draw. And you're on a roll now with Warenhorst-Luini from the Netherlands, who are going to go into Pool C. And the last 2 teams are going to be Spain or Israel.
That's right.
No, please don't. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't want to ruin the draw and start all over again. I think Joop is going to agree, so we'll just stick to that. And we believe you that you could have done it if you wanted to. It's Spain, Huerta in Pool B, and that should, if everything went correctly and your perfect technique paid off.
Now you're getting excited, huh?
Yeah, that should be Israel.
Sure.
It should. It should. I'm sure it should be, but I'm not sure it is. It is. Elazar Ohana from Israel are going to go into Pool A. Hannes, I think it's time for you to take the mic again. So, yeah, you did well.
We made it.
Yeah, you already improved. And I think it's a very interesting
I just
schedule
want my president,
here.
this is the only thing what he's always doing, just opening these surprise eggs. How you got it? And so he did it very perfectly. And
you learned.
I learned a lot.
And you learned. How is it to be out here and do the draw when all of these guys are really looking you in the face and waiting what you're going to do?
No, I mentioned with the Swedish guys, they are really, I think they are playing in their own world now, and so it would be tough. And our Norwegian friends, it's I guess the same. They're suffering a little bit, but I think it doesn't look that bad. So could be very good, let's say very nice pool matches even for Austria. And let's keep the fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'll keep the fingers crossed. Thank you, Anders.
Thank you. First of all, what I forgot is to thank the CEV that you have such a lot of trust in us. I think it's now our 3rd or 4th European Championship. Fourth. And it really makes fun to work together with the CEV. And I always remember, I didn't know Peter Hacker so well in 2018. And then after our matches, somebody called me and said, look at Peter Hacker's Instagram account. I don't know, Instagram or Facebook. And the only thing he mentioned about, is this a geile Veranstaltung? So I knew he's the right one, to work together for the next years. Thank you, Peter.
Not fluent in Austrian, how superb is this event, is basically what he said. An event that's going to be hosting Austrian teams as well, in the women's and in the men's teams, and I'm happy to have now Karl Horst and Irma Koravala. Please come on out. Take 2 of these microphones, pick a place. I think we put them all there. You just have to figure out which way to go. I think it's easier if you stick with your partners, though. Yeah, I'd prefer that. I mean, if you want to mix it up, we have to restart the draw, and this is like a whole nuisance. Well, Alex, as the most experienced player here, is this already like daily news for you, a drawing of lots, or does it still get the nerves kind of fluttering?
No, it's still interesting, but because of our president before said that I'm really old, guess he's right. I'm playing his son now, so there's not much I can say against it. But yeah, the drawing of lots, it's really funny. It's exciting to see who you will get, because you don't have to play against every team at the European Champs. So it's quite important to have a good pool, more or less. And yeah, in our pool at least, one Austrian is for sure going to the next stage. So it's quite okay.
Julian keeps nodding and also monitoring the pool. How tricky was it for you to sit there and keep your nerves?
No, it was not so bad. It doesn't matter against who you play. You have to play good. On this level, everybody can play and play good. So yeah, but I'm fine with this pool, and let's see.
You had an interesting season so far, I would say. How did it feel for you?
Yeah, very good. Especially after surgery in November with my shoulder. It was a good start for us in this season, and let's see what's coming next. We have 2 tournaments till the European Champs, the highlight of the year for us. So yeah, we're excited.
I believe you guys are excited as well, as you feel already kind of fidgeting and ready to go. Are you ready to be done with this whole drawing thing and go back on the beach?
No, it's always fun to be here, and yeah, it's always fun also to be back on the court with this guy. We don't practice so much or not for so long together now, so we are a new team, and we are excited to start it on the island.
Martin, there's been, I think February it was that you guys kind of found together, so you're still quite new. How was it emotionally to kind of get to know each other and also deal with all of it?
Yeah, I mean, we've been the hardest opponents for the last year, so it's not easy to get to on the court from one day to the other. So it's a process, it's still going on, but we're finding together better every day, and yeah, we're looking forward to have a big party together on the island. So this is our highlight of the year, and I think there's not a better place for a great performance.
And of course, there's competitiveness also between the Austrian teams. How does that fuel the competition?
I think for the audience it's great. So there will be it's the best atmosphere you can have as an Austrian player. So I think we have 6 teams on the men's side, so everyone has great support from the fans, so it's just the best feeling to play there.
So Phil, if you think back on the last years, is there anything that you really missed about not being on the Donauinsel?
Yeah, of course. The island is very special. It's a lot bigger. The crowd is a little bit more near, I would say, or louder. So yeah, I'm looking forward to be back there. I'm playing back in this center court, and yeah, let's see.
Julian, has Alex prepared you for what is going to happen if you enter the Donauinsel with him?
No, not now, but I think there will become a lesson.
You hope so?
I hope so, yes. He did in 2017, nearly everything perfect, so let's see. If you can teach me something.
Nearly everything perfect. Just hand over the mic to the silver medalist of the World Championships over there. You said it already. It's still a very special place. I personally feel like you've put me through all the emotions whenever it comes to beach volleyball in Donauinsel. How do you approach it this year?
Yeah, of course, I'm really happy that we're back on the Danube Island. I mean, in the city it was really nice, but for me, Danube Island, of course, is the best place to play beach volleyball. we had our biggest success over there, and yeah, there were so many people also outside of the stadium and outside of the area because they couldn't even get into the area anymore. So I'm really excited and really happy that we're gonna play here again. And yeah, of course I have good memories, and I hope I can make some more good memories of the Danube Island. And I hope I will not only get second, as Hannes said, and I try to get first so that he's satisfied. And yeah, let's see.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for sharing. It feels like it's kind of a very good spirits already. It's not even the 2nd of August and everybody's ready to go for the Euro Champs. Just for everybody watching, remember there's still some tickets left, so if you have the chance, grab them, use it to come here to experience the atmosphere we've been talking so much about. And everybody who maybe can't make the trip but is still really interested, follow along wherever you can. There's the Beach Volleyball AT page, so everybody can get everything everywhere. At the moment, I'm just really happy that you stuck with us. To all the teams watching, all the best to you. I'm very interested to meet you in August, and to everybody else, thank you for watching and see you at the beach.